What happened?
Oh my gosh, it was just absolutely incredible. What do you mean? You know, you've got some, characteristics and personality, and you sort of think, oh, it's a bit weird, am I on my own? And of course, Pat started talking and explaining what he felt, the archetype that I was. And I thought, my goodness, he knows me inside out. It's like, wow, it was absolutely amazing. And I've been around a little bit, but I've never quite had it put to me in that way. And I just felt it was very real. There was a whole genuine interest in him wanting to find out the kind of personality that I was. But to find that I was, I think it was suffering, wasn't it? Sovereign archetype or whatever. I just thought, wow, it's fantastic, which explains why I do what I do. So I just thought it was spot on.
Now, let me just add a couple of things here. When somebody comes to me and they're stuck in their relationships, stuck in their finances, stuck in their business, stuck in some area of personal development, then one of the first things that I will do is to do an archetypal profile with them, because there is nothing I know that gets so quickly to the root of the issue than understanding what archetypes are at work and how dominant they are and which ones are the weaker ones, and it just reveals so much so quickly. And I just had 5 to 7 minutes with Joy, and in that time I was able to play back my understanding of the sovereign archetype, which was clearly dominant in her life, and she just lit up. What she had confessed to me is that recently she had kind of tried to close down on the expressions of the sovereign because other people didn't like it. And so she tried to follow another kind of route, and it wasn't working for her. She was unhappy. She found herself really disquieted. And me playing back just the simple fact that this is how you're made up. This is what you're supposed to be doing here. Be yourself. You could see the liberation that brought just in her expression, that somebody told her, you've got the permission. In fact, you better had be yourself. This is who you are. And it was wonderful to see that. Now, this archetypal profiling will do the same for anybody. It helps you to understand really who you are and to celebrate it. And when you understand that, you can quickly get an idea about how you're supposed to be going about things, and the danger signs to be watching for as well. There's so much packed up in these archetypes. That's why I use them so much, and that's why I encourage you to do the same and find out more.
I mean, if that is true about me, it means it can literally shape the way that I do business, the way that I work with people, the way that I connect with people. And I just thought, wow, he has definitely hit the jackpot, and it's for me.
You might also want to get over to my website, team-me.biz, and sign up to download a number of materials, including audios, videos. You can see the written descriptions of these archetypes, excerpts from my book, all kinds of materials to help you on your way.